Today, we will talk about our new usage report and new features available in the installed version of SmartClass Hub. We will also briefly introduce our brand new Robotel Academy, but first, we would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Fabian, and I'm the Director of Teacher Support and Education and Technology here at Robotel, and with me is...
My name is Melissa, and I am head trainer. Happy to be here and share all the new things.
To start, let's take a look at our new usage report. Melissa, can you tell us what the usage report is and what makes it different from the grades report?
Sure. So I'll tell you first, and then I'll give you a look at it. So very similar to the grades report for the teacher side and the My Performance button on the student side. It's going to list off all the activities that have been made available to students. I'll let you know if the activities have been completed, if there's a score given, and then it really goes into the skills of those activities, the reading, writing, speaking, and listening. So then whether it's an administrator or a teacher or a student, they really can reflect on the work. So like I mentioned, there's administrator access. So they're able to check out how SmartClass is being used in the classroom and the progress that students are making overall. Then there's also a report for teachers, so then they can really focus on their teaching, look where students are struggling and what skills maybe need additional attention or activities haven't been completed. And what's really great too is then there's the student report for them to really reflect on their work, see areas of strength and weakness, and really focus on getting activities completed. And it's really nice if there was kind of a meeting with the teacher when they're explaining their own progress. So it's a really great report on all three levels. So I will share my screen and give you a look at where that can be found. On top, here's the usage report button, but then you can also click in right similar to what we would do with the grades report and the My Performance button for the students. So all the information you see here very similarly is going to be here when we click on the usage report. And initially it's going to open up for the entire class. So you'll see the teacher and which classroom it is. This button is for the progress within all the assignments in the folders that have been made available, the active time, and then how many logins there have been. And then once again, it's going to show the students of that class and then just an overview of all the activities, how many have been completed by the students, the average grade for the students on all that work completed, and then broken down by skill. But it's really great. So this is the teacher end. And then if we click just on an individual student, you'll see the same information is provided here, their individual progress. So here, this is where I've clicked on the individual student, and then it's the progress within the work completed in the assigned activities, the active time, and that's for anything that had a recording. So showing how much time was spent on those recordings, and then the total login. And then it shows all the activities that they have available to them. Once again, listing those skills that's not something they would see otherwise on their My Performance button. And then the grade, and here you'll see that this was not a auto-graded activity, and then the teacher can see how much time was spent, so that a grade will be needed there. And then right here is where it's broken down by skill. So again, if the student was struggling with those listening activities, it's a really great opportunity for them to be reflective and really take their time when those activities are being assigned. And that's really great too, looking at the activities and being able to see, if the student hadn't done so well in this one, I really want to make sure to focus on those next listening activities so I can do, raise my score overall.
Well, thank you, Melissa. That all sounds great and very beneficial. I would like to mention that this usage report is available with our brand new SmartClass 6.0 and the later versions that are coming out. So any of you that still have version 5.5 or 5.9, you will not have that feature available. So just to keep that in mind. Now I would like to talk to you about some other new exciting features that are available in our installed versions. and particularly in the teacher version. But before we go to see some of those features in the teacher version, there's one specific thing that we improved on the student side. For that sake, I'm going to have Melissa share her screen again, and we now have an activity status available for students. So as soon as students finish an activity, that activity is now bolded in green, so those green labels appear, and that will indicate what activities have been completed. Also with the percentage grade, so some of our activities are auto-graded, so you will see that as well as a little check in front of that activity. So that's one of the new features that gives the students more guidance as far as what is complete and what is not complete, as well as how well they performed on those particular activities.
If I could add quickly also that little note button indicated next to the grade. So like this one was not an auto-graded activity, and there's this note here, and that's because the teacher has left feedback, whether it was a recording or written feedback. So anytime then the student knows to open up those specific activities to look at that feedback left by the teacher. So it doesn't matter if it's a teacher-graded activity or an auto-graded activity, that teachers can always go and leave that feedback, and then students will know to look back there for any feedback that the teacher had left.
Yeah, thank you, Melissa. That was a great add-on. Absolutely, that feedback from the teacher, that's so viable and valuable for the students. Now let's go take a look at all the other new features available in the teacher app, so in the teacher version. And first off, I would say one of the biggest things that we've heard from teachers is the ability to have a redo function for the students. So anytime students, want to redo an activity, we have now enabled a redo function. And as Melissa shows the screen, there's a blue button inside the activity, and you can make that activity available again. Anytime you use that redo function, it will erase the student's initial attempt and then reset the activity. It will not keep account of those previous scores or student responses, so keep that in mind. Thank you, Melissa. Let's go and take a look at the teacher site for editing. So we now have available also some help buttons. So Melissa is showing a screen right now. Again, within an activity, the teacher can change those activities. And now we have made buttons available, help buttons for adding definitions. So this just gives you a quick idea of how you can add those definitions, in particular for the pronunciation activities, in case students need more context in their native language. And then we do have another help button that is the URL link. So anytime you want to insert a URL link inside the student instructions, that would be available here too. It gives you an idea how to do that. So just little things that you will notice with that new SmartClass 6.0 and later version. One other thing I would like to mention is that for the ones that have been using SmartClass for a while, the download on the installable apps used to be, somewhat long, but we've made that far faster from what you're used to. And you will notice anytime you download now content within your platform that will be much faster than in the past. Another thing I would like to mention, especially for the users that have a local install version, so anyone that's not using our cloud version. So for the ones that really have it on a teacher PC or on a school server within a school premise, we do have a brand new SmartClass Web Manager available as well. That is our Web Manager 6.04 version. And this is really configured with a public IP on your institution's Windows server. And the idea is that you now have access to our cloud outside of your school premises. So the teachers can then access also from outside of school, the SmartClass database. And the other thing is that the usage report that Melissa was showing you earlier, that will be also made available through the Web Manager. So if you are on a local install and you would like that usage report available for admin, teacher, and students, make sure to contact us regarding that upgrade to the new web manager. Melissa, what else do we have?
Well, we were very excited to launch Robotel Academy in June of this year. It is a really great option for teachers who are new to Robotel, are kind of have busy schedules and would find it hard to schedule training, in addition to everything else in their day, that there's the option for them to take part of Robotel Academy, which is a self-paced online course. It would lead the teacher through videos, really quick videos, some of them with myself in them. So just guiding new users from class creation and content to becoming a activity expert, and all the things essential to being successful with SmartClass. So it's a really great option for those who haven't had training, or people who have had training or it was quite a long time ago and you just want a refresher to really just stay on top of all the options within the platform. So that's something that everyone can hear about later, and also reach out to us if you're interested in being registered.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, the Robotel Academy, like Melissa said, it's one of our newest additions to the Robotel family. The idea is really that we support you with, as Melissa said, as a refresher or brand new users. Just sometimes you don't have the time to meet with us and have training directly from us or on site, but this course is really intended for those of you to help with the learning of SmartClass and all the new features that are available. So with that, we're excited about these new features. We hope they add value to all our SmartClass users. And if you have any questions, check out our website or check out our new blog articles. There's always new information available, and stay in touch with us. So with that, thank you for your time and attention, and take care.